Yo, Micho, I found my woman, but I'm not sure about her face. The rest is perfect, mentality, etc. What should I do? I think this question right here is a large reason why relationships and dating these days feels wrecked. And I'm not coming at this individual in particular, I'm just talking about this concept in general. As a man, if you're not fine with who you're dating when you're still working on yourself, you shouldn't be with that girl or that woman, period. That's not right, nor is it fair to you. And here's what I mean. A lot of men like to complain about how women these days only want men when they're established, or how women these days only want a man who has money, and so on and so forth. Although there may be elements of that's true, as men, we have to recognize the part we play and why women may or may not think that way. And here's what I mean. This question explains it perfectly. This individual reached out to me and said he's found a girl whose mentality is right, her so-and-so is right, but her face is not perfect. If you feel like her face is not perfect right now, what happens if you go on to be successful and a woman comes along whose face is perfect and who also has all the other check boxes met? Are you going to leave the girl that you're with now or that you hope to be with now? If you feel like her face is not perfect, or if you feel like the girl you're pursuing now or her face is not perfect, or so on and so forth, you shouldn't be with her. You shouldn't waste her time. It's not right. And what a lot of men do is, when they're coming up the ranks, or as they're starting to acquire wealth, or when they're at the bottom of the totem pole, they'll get with women where they hope for those women to be there for them emotionally, spiritually, to just be there by their side. But when those men go on to be successful, they leave them for women they deem to be better or perfect. That's not right. You can't have it both ways. If you feel like this girl's face is not perfect, or whatever it is, she's not to your liking, then you shouldn't be with her. It's just that simple. You should be with someone, whereas if another girl came along that was prettier, you would stick by that woman's side or that girl's side no matter what. You know, women aren't objects the same way men aren't objects. When you're dating, date to marry. Or not even date to marry, but date seriously, you know? And this individual reached out to me and said, her face is not perfect, or whatever the case may be. That means you don't like her. So why waste your time? Why waste her time? I think the fact that you even have to reach out to me with this question, or anyone with this question, shows where your mind's at. And I can only imagine if you were to go on to be successful in 5 years or 10 years, and you start attracting more people, more women, more eyes, and so on and so forth, are you going to stick by her side when in the back of your head, you're thinking, oh man, her face is not perfect? All right. So let your intentions be pure. Don't waste anyone's time. Like I said, these days, a lot of men talk about how women only want men who are established. No woman wants to build with a man anymore, and so on and so forth. There's two sides to every coin. While that may be true, it's also true that a lot of men, once they become successful, they ditch the woman who stood by their side while they were coming up. And I believe that this question right here plays a big role in that. You shouldn't be with someone that you have hesitations about. It's not fair to either of you. Both of you are investing time into each other, emotions into each other, energy into each other. That could be spent somewhere else. All right. So imagine day to day, you're with this individual. In the back of your mind, you're thinking, you know what? Her face is not perfect. That means your mind might be somewhere else. Or if someone comes in your eyesight whose face is perfect in your mind, then that takes your mind away from your partner or the girl that you reached out to me about. And that's not right. Your mindset's construed here. So to answer your question, if you feel like her face is not perfect, or if you feel like her face is not to your liking, don't waste her time. Don't continue that relationship. Go find what is perfect to you. I believe your partner's face or all her traits should be perfect in your eyes. Not perfect in general, but perfectly suited for you, to the point that you shouldn't even have these questions in your head. All right. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.